Alright, so right from the start we can see here, I don't really like our comp compared to theirs. We have a Fiddlesticks top into a Volibear. Um, I wouldn't think that that'd be a favorable matchup for us. I guess the Fiddle can fear when the Volibear runs at him, but Volibear's got more than one means of getting to him, so I don't think that that's really necessarily a good matchup. And plus, if the Volibear's got Q running, he can reactivate it after he has a shortened CC duration, so he should be able to run out the Fiddlesticks pretty easily. So I'm pretty much just going to ignore top this game. Um, so I think here we're just going to watch renders. There's nothing really exciting here going on. We can skip forward here. Uh, actually, I don't know how to fast forward. We'll just speed it up. Um, Nothing too exciting going on right now. One thing I really do like though is that my mid laner is really, really helpful and gets me this ward onto the Raptors. And even though Kane sees it, he just continues pathing like normal. Um, Really, here he shouldn't take the extremely greedy path that he's taken. We've spotted him here, so now I know I saw him go up towards his red buff, so now I know his blue buff is free. So we're going to go counter him here. Um, right now, lanes are just kind of going even, but since we can take this for free, we're going to. Um, I've also during this game, I asked my bot lane for no leash. Or I just said no leash. On Warwick, I like to just take it leashless and let laners get priority. His clear is really pretty quick anyway, so it doesn't matter. And actually, a little bit ago, if we back up here, we see Kane show up top. He shows top. He's still only got his red buff. He's still only taken 2 camps, so he's just level 2 yet. This is actually a pretty key moment here. So while I'm countering his Gromp, I see that, and I know that he's just level 2, so if I find him, I can just take him on, because I'm going to be level 3 here. I'll have my fear, and he's just going to be out out leveled here and outstatted. So now I can just take his entire jungle. I dropped that ward there earlier. Probably should have hit that Scrying Bloom just to take it away from him. But now we see that he's going there. Here I just want to continue farming, but then I realize, why not take on Kane? He's probably going to go try to take this Scuttle Crab. And here later on he actually blames his laners for this one. Um, for not having prio. But regardless of him having prio or not, he's still only level 2. If it came down to a smite battle, I'm going to win that because I've got that level advantage. Really what he should have done was just go vertical when he showed top, because he could have assumed at that point that I've seen him and he also knew that we saw him on the Raptor buff, so he should know that I know his positioning, so I should just go take his jungle. And at that point, he should just mirror me and just do a vertical jungle and take my blue side. But he's just gone fully greedy here and not taken anything of mine, and I've taken everything of his. I've gotten both Scuttle Crabs now, and I'm still working on single target camps, which is really key for Warwick. He doesn't. I don't have Tiamat yet, so doing those AOE camps early on just really is a struggle. I see him hit the Scryer's Bloom here, so I'm just going to Smite Bite to prevent any stupid things from happening. From here, there's nothing really too much going on. I just kind of ping up there that Miss Kane's up there because we saw him hit the Scryer's Bloom and Fiddle's pushed up pretty far. He kind of ignores those pings, but we've at least got the Scuttler to potentially see anything going on. But then since I also know Kane is topside and that I'm ahead of him, I can just do Dragon solo, and my bot lane is actually kind enough to just kind of help me take this a little bit quicker. And so at this point, I've got enough gold to get my Tiamat, so I'm just going to back, grab that, and now I can do my AoE camps without any issues. So you can see here, I just got Tiamat. I still haven't got my Hunter's Talisman yet. I really like to be able to get at least that as well, along with the Tiamat, because Warwick's still going to have mana issues in the jungle. But here I noticed that the bot lane is still pushed up. They're still low. Ezreal's actually burned his flash a little bit before this, and so I know that this gank is free. And obviously Yuumi, when she's separated from her carry, is just going to do nothing. Scuttler conveniently spawns bot side. So we're just going to take that, continue to prevent Kane from getting anything for free. He's going to have to earn his farm this game. and that really becomes a struggle for him. And here I've got level 6. I see Echo greedily try to clear my red. We're going to back up and watch this a little bit slower. So I put the ward here just to kind of get vision on him. And then he decides he's going to try to take it, which is not very smart of him. We've got him pincered here. He thinks he's going to be out with his W. But then I make sure I get the ulti off before he can get his off to save himself, and we just kill him. And then here we can take a turret plate. This obviously helps our laner Yasuo out a little bit here, and he got the kill as well, so he's going to have more gold. And really my focus this game isn't necessarily to carry myself, it's to get everyone in the game ahead to the point where it doesn't matter what I do, we can always win. Because even if your teammates are not smart, smarter teammates that are stronger teammates that aren't smart are better than weaker teammates that aren't smart. So it's worthwhile to at least still try to invest in other people other than yourself. I'm taking this because we see all that pressure bot side, so I know that at worst it's me versus Kayn and Volibear. But since we see that Echo, and we've already taken a couple of plates, it's smart to just drop Herald here, get all this gold onto both Yasuo and I. And everyone knows the nightmare of the Fed Yasuo on the enemy team. Thankfully, he's on our team this game rather than theirs. He actually wants to help me clear out these Raptors here. I don't necessarily need them, but if he wants them, may as well take something away from Kayn. And this is something that I don't necessarily recommend. We don't know where Kayn's at. We don't know where Echo's at. Volibear could easily collapse, and I'm low mana without any regen, but I went for the greedy take on the red because I'm ahead at this point, and I think I can steal it away before Kayn gets there, and we were able to successfully do so. And now we can see that he's coming up, so we're just going to ping him for our teammates to know. Make sure that they see him coming. And at this point, I've actually had enough gold to just fully buy a Cinderhulk. You don't necessarily need boots right away in Warwick because your passive will be up quite a bit when enemies are below 50%, so you can run. You can still run pretty quickly even without boots. Finally getting my Raptors cleared here. It's been quite some time since I've gotten rid of those. Here we're kind of like skirmishing around Dragon because we know it's up and we know that we're stronger than them, so we want to take it. I take some unfortunate poke here from Ezreal, but it's actually baiting him in unintentionally. He takes the bait, and he's obviously E'd forward because a lot of Ezreals like to do that, and that's not necessarily the right idea. We're going to ult Echo here because he's already used his ulti, and we know he can't go anywhere, and we're going to save our brand that way too. Here we see the Kayn. I mark that I ping that I'm actually low. And I can't really join this necessarily, but we're going to at least keep an eye on this dragon so that we know if they're going to do it. We just got a nice little miss award there. Here Tristana wasn't paying attention. I should have pinged her away that she shouldn't be pushing that far up without any help. And then I'm thinking here, why aren't you looking? And then I also get caught not looking here. And she dies when we really could have helped her. She does get the trade kill, which is good. And then I think we try to chase down the Ezreal. I don't need to reactivate that W. I've already got the passive going on him. I guess the one thing I could have done with the passive on or with the W on is make sure that I still have the blood scent even after he goes above 50 if Yuumi heals him. But it's not necessarily the smartest play there. We saw that Kayn was still respawning, so now is a good time to just try to get Dragon. I'm ping for help here, but Yasuo actually does the right thing by forcing Echo away. It's harder for them to kill me if they just can't even get to me. So that was the correct play from Yasuo there, despite what I was picking. I'm just gonna farm up here. And here we see the Echo go up to our mid lane. We ult early, just because we needed a gap closer, even though I knew he'd be able to ult away afterwards. And that ends up really just kind of end up being a time sink. I probably should have just been more patient with the ulti still. I make sure to dodge that Q coming back. Try to get the E. I should have activated the E earlier, so I could have reactivated it right as I was going in that bush, and he would have been feared right away. Would have made that kill a little bit easier. We ended up still getting him and taking his ignite because he's greedily trying to kill me there. Here I'm looking to hold mid, but I know if Kayn pushes there, I'm just going to die to him. So I'm just going to heal up off of wolves here, and then hold mid. Turns out there's only a few casters, but I want to make sure I at least get the experience and throw my Pengu emote at the enemies there because I love that emote. Here I'm being greedy again and not helping protect my teammate, clearing the blue buff instead of going up there and preventing the dive. I probably could have gotten a fear off and potentially saved him. Volibear just kind of backs off after he sees me there, and we see Yasuo over there. This Herald is kind of dangerous because we see Echo, Kayn, and Volley all up here. But once again, Yasuo does the smart thing here and zones away the Echo. Kayn has caught up now. He's level 9. He's got the even smite. He could steal. He decides against it. I think he could have pulled it off had he rested for the biscuit and gotten lucky with his timing. But maybe we've dominated him enough early in this game to make him think that he really just can't afford to do so. Now that we've got Herald, I see that top's tower is already pretty low from how much Fiddle's been able to put damage into it. So I'm looking to go bottom. I see that Tristana gets killed, and so I know that the Ezreal and Yuumi are going to look to try to go on the brand. And so I activate the W here and just start running in. Brand does a great job of baiting here. He gets away just fine. Yuumi normally is actually a little bit of a countered Warwick because of that ulti, but if I'm already on top of them at the time I get rooted, it doesn't really matter. So we're going to get that. We're going to kill this Yuumi eventually once we get our bite up. Not having boots is really kind of screws us over there because we don't have in combat move speed. The W really only gives you out of combat move speed to run at people. So I think I had smite up to at the no I didn't. But if anything, we would have gotten out of combat and eventually caught up to her. But we get Ursa and we get that bot tower, so we've gotten all 3 outers here at this point. And really at this point we're 7k ahead. The advantage we have for our team is huge, and it's the best part about it is that the gold is not all on us. Like, look at how evenly these kills are spread out. Fiddle's even with Volibear, but he's got a huge farm advantage. He's been able to actually dominate that lane matchup that I didn't think was favorable. He must have found a way to make it favorable, or, I mean, Volibear is also pretty weak right now, so I mean, that's another factor to take into consideration. It could have just been he was just stronger, even though he's a Fiddle in lane, doing whatever Fiddle in lane does. Here, I really don't need to clear everything before backing. I could have backed and grabbed my Thornmail ahead of time, but I wanted to get Thornmail for some grievous wounds because literally everyone on their team is going to heal. Ezreal and Volibear are a little bit less healing, but Yuumi can just heal up anyone, so we want to make sure that we get grievous wounds and heal up on anyone. One thing I don't do here is I don't go to the edge of the platform prior to heading out to the dragon. I could have saved myself a couple of seconds in getting to the dragon. One thing my team is doing great though right now is that they're finding them, like, distracting them from actually taking the dragon itself. Unfortunately, I believe the Tristana dies here. Oh no, they do get at the Kayn. Yeah, he's still too weak from his early game. He's still not a full champion yet because he hasn't gotten his transform. Got a nice whiffed ulti from myself there. But Tristana does get away from that. And so now we just get the Volibear and the Yuumi for free because, oh wait, no, Yuumi is able to get out to Echo because he came over to help her out. We didn't get the CC on her, so she could still just reattach right away. But because we've won that fight, we get to take the 3rd dragon for free at the 18th minute. We've got a really early 3 dragon pressure here, so we're at soul point already at 18.5 minutes. And this is because, we were able to take that early dragon, and then the previous one we were able to take while our team was preventing the enemy from getting in. And then at this point, we've just killed the enemy team. We want to make sure that we counter jungle and leave as little resources as possible for them. And again, our lead is only ballooning at this point. Yasuo does die, unfortunately, but I believe we get the Kayn here. Even though he's finally gotten his transform, yeah, we've gotten all of them. Echo is not going to help out Yuumi. Give her a spot to jump to. It's possible that her detach was down. I don't know if we CC'd her right after that or not. I'd have to go back, but it's not really that important. And so here we see, we've gotten the double kill. We see that we have Ezreal top and Volibear bottom, and now we have a free time to push this mid turret, and we do so. I call for my team to back off after this tower so we don't overcommit, as Kayn and Echo have respawned, and we get the perfect take here of the turret, but no one dying. This was a greedy play for my team. I tried to ping it away, and we actually almost die here. We get a nice ulti onto Echo there to prevent him from getting away. And at this point, I see the fight's not really going to be won. I just want to get out. Yeah, they chased me pretty hard here, but I actually still only got tier 1 boots at this point, but they don't have enough move speed with Yuumi and Kayn being able to get through walls to be able to chase me down. Throw a little emote on there, because why not? We got our move speed buff now, so we just kind of move to the edge of the platform and not the edge of the fountain. Just clearing here. We see that we're trying to focus a Baron, and I really should have been up there with my team. I should have looked at that before I left fountain. But now we've gotten the pick onto Yuumi. Right now, what I'm telling my team is that Kayn is an easy person to steal with. What I should have been doing was looking at the map and seeing that my Tristan was overcommitting. At this point, we're able to get the fear onto Echo and force the ulti, and now Volibear is isolated. And now we just we ulti the Kayn, lock him down, get him like really low. It doesn't look like he was able to get his ultimate off there. He died with his ultimate up, so that's pretty unfortunate for him. The thing I was kind of frustrated with my team here was we didn't push for the inhib that was free right now. We had a 5v3 and we don't 5v4 and we don't take inhib, and I back away from the Echo because if I overcommit to that, I'm going to die. Yasuo ends up preventing them from really committing to me, so I don't die there. But I was kind of frustrated there with not being able to take the inhib. I'm thinking maybe potentially at this point I can grab it. But once again, I just think that our fiddle dies there. They're just going to be able to rotate back pretty easily. I don't think I can take the inhib on my own right now. The only AD I have is the Jarm's Fist and the Tiamat. There's nothing really I can do there. What I want to do at this point is take this dragon, but I see that the entirety of the enemy team is coming here, and so I use my fear there on the scuttle to take it down quicker so I don't have it up here. So unfortunately I'm not able to do it, and that really ends up costing me this 1v1 with Kayn, and then I activate my fear again too early, so he's able to use his ultimate to just evade it. At this point I can see that clearly the fight isn't going my way. Yuumi comes in, and right as I'm about to get killed, I ulti out. Probably could have ultied out a little bit sooner. My brain ends up dying for committing to the fight that I had to back off of, and this causes us to lose Dragon Soul. There's the argument that could be made that maybe I could have rushed it down. I don't think I could have, at least not without having to do a 50-50 fight with Kayn, and really, we're so far ahead, there's no need to take the 50-50 fight. It's kind of sad here that my entire red side is going to get taken, but because we see that, we're just going to go blue side and clear up here. I had asked earlier for my brand or Fatal to take the blue. Neither of them did, so I'm just going to take it myself. And I believe I have my Hydra complete. Yep. So we're going to finish Hydra. We got tier 2 boots finally. At this point, we think maybe potentially there's the Krugs are up, but I didn't look. And then I see that we have a 2v1 and it turned into a 2v2 with a Yuumi and Volibear. Volibear is really weak, so I wanted to take that. It turns into a 3v2, makes it really easy. After we get this double pick, I ping for everyone to come to the Baron. Kayn is still alive, and then kind of like I said, he still has that easy steal. So I ping that he's alive to my team. But at this point, we're so strong that we can just burst this down before he even gets close. He's trying to get there. Ezreal's trying to ulti in to steal it. At this point, I'm backing and pinging for my team to take that open inhib because that's going to be our easiest target. Yasuo can kind of split on his own up there just fine. But at this point, it's just kind of a matter of methodically taking taking down their inhibs and pressuring down the towers to just close out the game. Dodge any potential CC there. Focus down the inhib. There's no real need to fight Echo and Yuumi there. After we get that, let's just go help Yasuo take our top side. So we're ward up around here. Take the strat turret. Don't overcommit to any fights here that they could potentially win. We don't want to go in the Echo stun. And really, we just kind of want to keep the pressure. I was kind of hoping I could maybe get a Q on Ezreal there, but really in the end, that would have been pretty bad for me going 1v5 into their base. And keep in mind, I've got a huge shutdown at this point from all the work I'm able to do this entire game. Here I just don't want to overcommit. We got Baron minions taking on tower. Kayn and Ezreal are going to have a hell of a time clearing out these minions. So really, they can just take tower for us. No need to really overcommit. We got supers bearing down at their Nexus turrets as well. Yuumi commits to the ulti here. And honestly, it doesn't even matter that I get knocked up. We end up taking the tower down, so now this fight's free. Ulti down the Echo. Really bad timing on my part. I could have held on to that. At this point, the insane healing I get is just really taking over. I don't even have my Spirit Visage yet, but since I'm low, that Warwick Q just really heals you a lot. And take advantage of the fact that I've just got so much health and damage built up from this huge lead that I've amounted this entire game. You see Yasuo and Tristana are going to take inhib. I'm going to go finish off this Mountain Drake for the soul. They also finish off the third inhib, and 3 inhibs, everyone knows, basically just the kiss of death for the game, and it's just a matter of closing it out. So here, closing out with the team, Yasuo gets a nice triple. Try to get to the turret for this destroy. Make sure we pad the stats, get some extra CS, even though we miss it. It's a sad face, but that's how you carry in a silver game. So, doesn't matter how bad your team is, if you get them strong, they can be like this. You know, the Tristana was not having the easiest time. She died 7 times. Brand died 5 times, but and Fiddle even died 7. But as long as you stay focused on objectives and focus on the game itself, focus on getting a lead to everyone, not being the only carry in the game, you can really just have an easy win, even in Silver Elo. So, thanks for watching.